To dance.
Oh, baby. Yeah. Hey, everybody. What's up? What's up, everybody? Yeah.
Wow. How's everybody doing?
How are you? Had to clear my throat. Hey, how is everybody today on this wonderful Thursday? Oh man, gee, huh? I can't stop. I gotta keep going. Oh man. Yeah, I can't quit, man. Oh. Wow! I'm just having so much fun. Feels so good to move my little blue body. Feels so good. Feels so good. Yeah.
Oh, I'm the dog. I'm the big bad dog. Yeah. Oh. Ha. Hey. Oh. Ah. Yeah. Oh. Oh.
I'm the dog, the big bad dog. Yeah, I'm not so little anymore, man. I've been working out all week, baby. Yeah. Ha. Oh. I'm big now. You guys like my costume? Yeah. Little Thursday dog in the house here. Oh man, how's everybody doing?
How was your week?
What'd you guys do? Tell me now. Tell me now, I mean it. Tell me now or I'm gonna keep dancing. Alright. You did this to yourselves. You didn't tell me what you were up to this week, so I kept dancing. That's it, that's all there is to it. Why didn't you just tell me? Huh? Why not? It was really simple. Okay. Oh, yeah. Oh. I'm a bounty hunter this week. Yeah.
I'm looking for horses. I'm gonna take them down. I'm gonna take them down. Alien Wizard says my week is fine. Alyssa played Monster of the Week. That sounds fun. Chris is leaving work early, not leaving for work. Sorry about that. Hote guy is working for the man. Jim bought a house. Matt ate pumpkin pie. Keith is fixing vacuum ovens. CO2 incubators tomorrow. Alyssa also watched Hill House. Monica's a homeschool teacher, certified now. Chris remixed songs. Don did psychedelics and studying, and Sarah went to the roller skate shop. That reminds me, Don, while we were warming up here, he said that he needs a blaster because he is studying. He's got finals. So let's give him a blaster. There you go, buddy. Dead Paul had another week. He made hot sauce and played video games. Well, my friends,
First, this week, I want to get into somebody else who's blue. You might not think there are a lot of blue people in this world, but guess what? There are. Dead Paul in the Discord reminded me of this man. Join the Discord, you guys. It's really fun. Okay?
I'll take a day this day at a time.
How are ya? Alright. Now, let's visit another blue boy like me, okay? Let's go.
Don't adjust your TV set. This man's skin really is blue. He used to look like this, a good-looking young man with a shock of red hair. But after using a home remedy, Paul Carson looks like this.
Were you around my shade before?
Yeah, probably a little lighter.
So how did this
Damn.
happen? It all started when Paul was looking for a cure for flaky skin. Doing his own research, he read about drinking a solution of silver in water. At first, things were fine, but then Paul started rubbing it onto his skin, and it started turning blue.
When did you first realize that you were blue?
A friend that hadn't seen me in a while came by and asked me what I'd done to
I
myself.
said, hey man, are you blue? Hey man, you look blue.
not sad.
You look blue.
We compared our arms. Paul's used to be fairer than mine. Now it's a dull gray blue. And despite the change in his skin color, Paul kept drinking the stuff because he says it cured ailments like sinus problems and even arthritis. Paul showed me how he makes
His arthritis is gone. You see him spread his wings there?
it.
I use distilled water, and then I take this apparatus here.
It looks like a high school science experiment. Paul attaches electrodes to a strand of silver wire.
He's blue.
He sends a current into the water which extracts the
Look at
silver.
that.
After about 15 minutes, the dissolved silver turns the water into a milky liquid.
Blue man
Paul's
soup.
fiancée, Jackie, drinks the stuff too. But Jackie's skin looks normal because she says she never applied the silver directly to her face like Paul did. They met on the phone and she fell in love with him. Months later, she saw him for the first time, and she says even though she knew he was blue,
This
it
is
was
health.
still a
Health
shock.
info, guys.
Were you taken aback?
Very much so, yes. Yeah, I had to really look at it and keep looking at it and remember who I had talked to and who I had fallen in love with.
I didn't fall in love with a little Smurf.
Paul says his
Or
blue
did
skin
I?
has many advantages. He never
Yeah.
sunburns and doesn't need to
Sarah uses colloidal silver on her zits, and it works. Well, Sarah, don't rub it all over your skin or else you're gonna turn blue.
wear sunglasses.
Like me.
Here he is with his fiancée on a recent trip to New York City. But he also says there are some
Papa
side
Smurf
effects
vibes.
he doesn't like.
Do you feel that you have been treated differently because you're blue?
Oftentimes. Some of the people were less than polite.
Less than
Despite
polite.
everything, Paul says he has no regrets about using his silver remedy.
If you could change back to the way you were, would you do it?
I'm not sure.
Wow.
Really?
He shocked the world 4 years ago. A
He's looking
man who
even more
turned
blue.
his skin the color blue.
Amazing story. I've never heard of anything like that.
Daniel, I can't see your whole name. Maybe it's Daniel. Says,
He got that blue peen. He got that blue peen, baby.
This is a first on the Oprah show. He really is.
This is a first on the Oprah show. Coming up next, we have a blue man.
blue.
This California man is blue, literally.
But whatever
blue.
happened to Paul Carson, the guy who will forever be known as Blue Man? Sadly, he's fallen on hard times. Paul even lost his home and had no choice but to move into this
Oh.
homeless shelter.
I really had no other place to go.
A series of crises landed Paul on the streets. He battled prostate cancer and heart problems, broke up with his fiancée,
Oh, man.
and couldn't get a job.
People are rather reluctant to hire blue people or people that are noticeably different.
So he left Madeira, California, and returned to his hometown of Bellingham, Washington, where he moved into the Lighthouse Mission Shelter. It houses 40 homeless people.
He's blue,
but going
baby.
back to his hometown turned out to be an inspired idea. Blue Man has a girlfriend.
He's got a new girlfriend.
Paul first knew Joanne Elkins.
And look at all the blue. Look at all this blue that they're wearing. Yeah.
47 years ago.
Yeah, I'm just warning you guys. Oh, it's not really a happy ending.
Hi, there's Paul in the yearbook, and there's Joanne in a beauty pageant around the same time. Paul got in touch with Joanne, and she helped him move out of the shelter. Now they live together.
He's quite the guy despite the fact that he's blue.
Despite the fact that he's blue.
Sad news about the man who achieved fame as the Blue Man. Paul Carrison has died at age 62.
He
Carrison
passed
shocked the
away.
world 5 years ago when he came forth as the man whose skin had literally turned blue. As a young man growing up in Washington State, Carrison's complexion was completely normal. His skin turned blue after he sought a cure for flaky skin. Doctors told him there was no hope of reversing the pigmentation, and life was never easy for the man whose fame was skin deep.
People are rather reluctant to hire blue people or people that are
Yeah, I agree, Dead Paul.
noticeably different.
He's quite the guy
He's now free from this blue mortal coil.
despite the fact that he's blue.
That's Carrison's
free
wife,
now
Joanne.
to be blue.
Carrison died of a heart attack and a stroke in a Washington hospital on Monday.
Rest in peace, Paul Carrison, the Blue Man. Sorry if that was a bummer, but, you know, sometimes, these stories are tragic, right? And,
you know,
it's not easy being blue. That's what they say.
say,
Rest in peace, my friend.
let's do a positive blaster.
Rest in pigment. That was for you, Paul.
Oh.
Did you guys catch the Sunday stream? On Sunday, it was the first time that, Little Thursday Boy and Chopo and I... Whoops. Chopo and I did a stream together. And we took your calls. And it was really just so fun. You guys are so fun. And we talked about your crazy stories, and we just had fun.
So,
we're probably gonna do that again. If you missed it, I think it's probably on Facebook still. It's definitely on YouTube, and it's on Twitch, so you could watch it on 3 different websites at the same time. You should get 3 monitors, and have Facebook on one,
and you should have
YouTube on the other,
and you should have
Twitch on the next one,
and then you should
play all 3 videos,
and then you should
line them up all at the same time,
and then you should
watch them for about an hour and a half, because that's how long they are.
and then that was fun, man.
Hey, I got a question for you guys. Have you ever seen Anton LaVey, who started the Church of Satan? Thank you for following, Pando. Have you ever seen Anton LaVey from the Church of Satan play the circus song on an organ? Oh, you haven't? Okay. You haven't seen this? Just let me know if you've seen this. This is Anton LaVey. Satan Man. Here we go. Yeah. Caro has partied with LaVey. This is cool, right? Yeah. Wow. This is just called Anton LaVey Plays a Big Top Medley. Oh. Well, I was just wondering if you guys have seen that. And some of you have. Some of you have.
Hey Chris,
I want to see Paige McConnell do that too.
yeah. I want to see Paige McConnell do that.
Hey, you guys remember when we talked about Dr. Stephen Greer and how Demi Lovato was hanging out with him and they were seeing aliens? Well, guess what? Miley Cyrus has been hanging out with him as well. Here's what Miley Cyrus has to say. Or sorry, Miley Cyrus was not hanging out with him. She just has her own story at the same time. She says,
I was driving through San Bernardino with my friend, and I got chased by some sort of UFO, she said. I'm pretty sure about what I saw.
Miley added that before seeing the UFO, she'd bought some weed wax from a guy in a van in front of a taco shop. And she said,
So it could have been the weed wax.
That said, she's pretty sure it was aliens.
The best way to describe it is a flying snowplow. It had this big plow in the front of it and was glowing yellow. She said, I did see it flying, and my friend saw it too.
Miley also said that she saw a being sitting in the front of the flying object, explaining that they made eye contact.
It looked at me, and we made eye contact. I think that's what really shook me, looking into the eyes of something I couldn't quite wrap my head around. I was shaken for like 5 days. It me up. I couldn't really look at the sky the same. I thought they might come back. This is Miley Cyrus's voice.
Caro is wondering why UFOs are only in the US and Russia. Well, Caro...
Oh, I can tell you that we're in the US because of hot dogs. But I've never been to Russia. But I do like a good freaking dog, baby. I like a Chicago style.
Oh. So, yeah, we gotta get Miley to Shasta. Hey, Miley, you wanna come to Mount Shasta?
Yeah, can I see a snowplow alien? Can I look into the eyes of the pilot of a snowplow craft? Can the pilot of a snowplow alien extraterrestrial craft gaze into my eyes? Can I buy some weed wax in front of a man at a taco truck and gaze into the eyes of a pilot of an extraterrestrial snowplow?
Yeah. Yeah, you can.
That's right, Chicago dog. From the back, baby. Hey, I was saying last week that I kind of want to get into caves, yeah, right? You know?
I still do. I want to do a bigger cave episode. But, any of you guys remember this website? Has anybody seen this? This is, angelfire.com/trek/caver/index.html. This is the page of Ted. Anybody familiar with Ted the Caver? Man, I gotta drink some water. Just a second. Shit. Alright, I had a smoothie today and it's like gumming me up. This website, I saw this website years and years ago. This is the journal of a man named Ted. I should drink some piss. Hold on. Just a second. The piss will definitely clear me up. Just give me one moment. Now I gotta grab it as it flushes. Okay, I'm catching it with my cup. Okay. Okay, getting every last drop. There we go. Okay, now I'm gonna take a sip. Oh yeah. That blue piss just hits a little differently. Let me tell you guys,
Just one thing.
on Halloween night, if you leave a cup of urine out for me, I will come and drink it, and I will leave a gift for you. Okay?
If you do
this, for me, I will do something for you. And I don't want to give it away. But I will show up. And you will know it. Anyway, this website is a man named Ted. It's from 2001. And he's made many discoveries, and he's had all these bizarre experiences in a cave, not far from his home. And he's created this webpage.
Oh.
And in this website, he outlines the events that happened to him during his few months. He finds a cave. He takes very bad photos, for now. I think in 2001, these photos were probably fine. Monica, you can use piss in your bong. You must, actually.
You must use piss in your bong.
He will not reveal the location of the cave to anyone for any reason. So if you guys have not seen this website, you should check it out. I mean, it's kind of a long read, right? It may take you some time to read it. Also, on YouTube, there's videos where people just read, they just read this to you, so you could listen to it, like an audiobook or something. It's on YouTube. Just search for Ted the Caver. So, the story is about this cave. It's about a cave that Ted finds. He does some drawings here. Here's how the opening looks. So the story is all about Ted finding this little opening with his friend and his dog. And they open up this little, there's this little opening. They make it bigger and bigger. And they crawl back into this unknown area. Oh, let's zoom back out. So see, they are just making the opening bigger and bigger. And, you know, this is his journal. This is his journal. There's a little dog named Whip. I don't want to spoil what happens in this story, but it is spooky. They, you know, start to hear noises. They feel air. They hear things from inside of the tube. You know, there's the size of the opening here. And here they are getting into the cave. Do you guys think this is... You know what? This is kind of funny. This kind of looks like Dick Spargell. It either looks like Dick Spargell or Steve Wozniak. Who do you guys think this looks like? Does this look like Dick Spargell's butt? Huh. This kind of looks like Spargell to me, but I can't tell. Could be Steve Wozniak. Yeah, anyway, if you guys are interested in, some spooky stories, you know, that's him getting into the hole. Isn't that scary? It's such a tiny little hole. It's so tiny. Anyway, I don't want to spoil this for you guys, but he's going through. He's going through. If you guys want to hear a spooky Halloween story, just go ahead, listen to that on YouTube. Yeah. I think that looks like Dick Spargell. Let's take one more look at that. To me, I'm very familiar with Dick's ass. Just want to say that. I'm very familiar with Dick's ass. That looks like Dick's ass. Give me 3 minutes with this lonely hole. Oh, no. Alright, I got some more Hollow Earth for you, stuff for you here. This video is called Hollow Earth is Biblical Fact, and Hitler lives there. Let's go.
What is up, heathens? In an effort to make this video transformative in some way, I've put in this little bit of a bumper at the beginning. I hope you will enjoy Dr. Gene Kim here from Bible Baptist Church in San Jose. He's going to explain to us why the Hollow Earth is biblically fact, as well as why Hitler may live there.
Now, in your King James Bible, it actually talks about a civilization underneath the earth. So whether you believe it or not, it is a biblical fact that there is a residence, a habitat, living situation that lies beneath our earth. So let's look at Luke chapter 16, verse 23. Didn't you know that paradise used to be below the earth? That's right. No, Pastor, yeah, believe it or not, there used to be a paradise that was below our earth. There's a gulf between them. So Abraham and Lazarus, they are not in the exact same place where the rich man is being burnt alive. They are across the gulf where there's a place of comfort. So notice...
You know what bothers me most about this video, about this guy, is that it's panned to the left. The audio is panned to the left, and I don't like it.
Here's the point. The point is there's a place of comfort and there's a place of torment that's located within the same area. Because they were communicating with each other. Not only that, it was in hell that it happened. But there was a certain part in hell that was a place of comfort, not a place of torment. What was that, Pastor? Well, look at Luke 23. It's paradise.
I like how he does. He's asking himself the questions. And then he answers the questions.
Nice. It's paradise. Look at Luke 23. So notice in Luke chapter 23, verse 43, when Jesus died on that cross, he said, this very day when I die, today, you're going to see me in paradise. So this person is going to be a saved saint in the afterlife. So he's going to go to paradise today when they died. At that day, where did Jesus go? Did he go to paradise up in heaven, or did he go down to hell before he went up? Look at Ephesians chapter 4. Ephesians chapter 4. Some of you who already know...
I wish I could pan this for you guys. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do a chant very quietly, so there is some noise in your right ear. And you can still hear him in your left ear, but I'm just going to do a little... Let's see how it works.
Know your Bible, except some of the people who have not studied dispensationalism, who suck on their baby thumbs with Steven Anderson's church. They don't know this kind of stuff, and it goes way over their head. But some of you Bible believers already know what it is. You know what happened. Jesus, after he died, went down below the earth and then went up. So when Jesus said, today you're going to be with me in paradise, why? He had to go down before he went up. Look at Ephesians chapter 4,
is this listenable?
verse 8.
Or is this not
This makes sense.
listenable at all?
The saved saints' location below the earth,
I'm gonna jump
which is
around.
located where
I don't know where the Hitler stuff is.
and while he was taking one of his flights, here's his testimony concerning the issue, which is why the diary became controversial. Some have wondered if Admiral Byrd really wrote that diary or if it's a fake. But I'm going to give you the account of what this person claimed to have been in the hollow earth. This is important because this is paving the way of the Antichrist. I want you to listen to this. It is green with either moss or a type of tight-knit grass. The light here seems different. I cannot see the sun.
All of you who have baby thumbs over at Steven Anderson's church, why don't you just bless off? Bless off.
Anymore. We make another left turn and we spot what seems to be a large...
Jim is listening on a mono speaker, so it's just hectic for this man.
Large animal of some kind below us. It appears to be an elephant. No, it looks more like a mammoth. This is incredible.
No.
Yet there it is. Decrease altitude to 1,000 feet and take binoculars to better examine the animal. It is confirmed. It is definitely a mammoth-like animal.
There are mammoths in the hollow earth.
This guy hurts my left ear.
Fingertips together and smiles. He speaks softly again.
So,
and conveys the following.
I don't know what's up.
Proving it. How? We found out that the earth is completely solid, it's not hollow. So during the Dark Ages, where Christian drawings, Christian Catholic of course, you know, where they taught stories and told stories about people finding tunnels and caves, going down to the underworld, and supposedly have seen hell below the earth. So the Christianity has always taught a hollow earth, and thus we have disproved the God of the Bible. You know, it's not a problem for us, because let me tell you scientific fact. Scientific fact. Not conspiracy theory, not hollow earth belief, no nothing, all right? Scientific facts. Scientific fact, you got a core in the earth, and that core is blazing hot. You got an outer core and an inner core. Now, do you think God was kidding about the lake of fire and that when you are tormented in there, you are tormented in there? Let me tell you another thing. A soul is not like the body. This body is completely solid with blood and bones and muscle, but my soul inhabits inside it and has no problem.
My soul inhabits my body. did any of you guys listen to Art Bell? Coast to Coast way back, when in the golden days of Coast to Coast. Back in those
golden days, he used to do the call-in shows on Coast to Coast, and he'd have people call in with all kinds of wacky stuff.
Here's a call that I remember related to the Hollow Earth and hell. Somebody called in and said that they had a recording of hell, that somebody dug a hole in Siberia and they dropped a microphone down there and they have the recording of hell. And now I want you to hear it. Here's Art Bell. Xander Trotter presents.
Now, I've got a clean copy of it now, and I warn
Sounds
you...
from hell.
This could scare you.
It's scary.
Here's the email. Dear Art Bell, I just recently began listening to your radio show and could not believe it when you talked about the sounds from hell tonight. My uncle had told me this story a couple of years ago, and I didn't believe him. Like one of your listeners who discounted the story as nothing more than just a religious newspaper fabricated account. The story about the digging of the hole and the hearing of the sounds from hell is very real. It did occur in Siberia. My uncle collected videos and audio tapes and so forth on the paranormal, supernatural. He passed away fairly recently, but he would have loved your show. He let me listen to one of the audio tapes that he had on the sounds from hell in Siberia, and I copied it. He received his copy from a friend who worked at the BBC. It took me a while to find it tonight, but attached is that sound from my uncle's tapes. It's not the greatest quality, but the sounds are there.
Yeah.
I was very hesitant to send you this, as the sound bothers me to listen to. I'd suggest that if you do play it on the program, warn listeners in advance so they may have the option of turning the radio off for 30 seconds while it plays.
I'm warning you guys. If you don't want to hear the sounds of hell, which kind of sounds like a busy cafeteria, do not listen any further.
It has always haunted me. To those who discounted the Siberia sounds from Hell's story, it is true, and I, for one, wish it wasn't. Rick, listening from Chicago.
That's Rick from Chicago. He's sending his emails from the back.
Admit now they cleaned a better copy to you.
Here we
and
go.
I warn you, what
This
you
is
are
it.
about to hear is very disturbing indeed.
Warning. What do you guys think? Is this a very high quality recording? What do you guys think about that? That's what it sounds like. That's what hell sounds like, my friends. Oh, looks like I had a missed call. Let's call him back.
Yeah, hello?
Hello? Who's
Hello?
this?
Hey, what's up, Thursday?
Hey! Hi, hey, how are you?
What's going on, dude?
Hey!
I'm
Man!
alright.
Is this, who is this?
It's Dick.
Oh. Ah. Hey, Dick. I was just talking about your ass.
Oh, were you?
Yeah. How you doing?
Why are you talking about my butt?
Well, we were talking about Ted the Caver.
Oh.
You know, this old website that was one of the first kind of spooky stories that got passed around the internet.
You shouldn't talk. I don't want to talk about that right now because I'm a little nervous myself.
Okay.
So.
Why are you nervous?
Well, I'm I don't know. I'm
Are you okay?
stuck in a hole, dude.
You're stuck in a hole?
I'm stuck. I'm head first, man.
You're calling me and you're head first stuck in a hole. What kind of hole are you in?
I thought you called me, dude.
Well,
I tried to call you once, but you called me back.
Well,
I'm
I saw I had a missed call. Do you need help?
You did. Well,
Are you okay?
Yeah.
Are you in a cave, or are you in the Middle Earth, or where are you?
I was trying to go to Eagle Point, dude.
Eagle Point?
See my friend Mojo.
Oh. Eagle Point, Oregon?
Yeah.
Yeah. Who's Mojo?
You don't know Mojo?
No, tell me, who's Mojo who lives in Eagle Point?
Mr. Well, if you don't know Mojo, maybe you should know Mojo, you know?
Oh. Okay.
So, but,
well,
I can't really...
You sound like you're in crisis.
A little bit. But you know what keeps me calm? Real calm?
While you're stuck in a hole, I can call somebody.
Real calm?
You should stay calm, though. What keeps you calm? Wow.
Proper grammatical structure.
Uh-huh.
And a conclusion to a thought.
Okay. Can you give us a little taste? Maybe if you're in crisis, what about proper grammatical structure would help you? Just give us a little sample, perhaps.
Okay, so I try to use a little less air.
Okay, you should if you're in a cave. And I would also say keep an eye out for Shelob.
What?
Keep an eye out for Shelob. Be careful.
I'm trying.
Sorry, that might not calm you down.
Thursday.
I'm sorry. That might not calm you down. Okay, let's get into grammar.
I do hear things in here, so I really am just thinking about all the grammatical tenses in English to calm me down.
Uh-huh. Can you name them?
Yeah. We'll start with the present. Well, the present is a time. And with a time, you need an aspect and a voice to make a tense. Okay? So you got present, time, and then an aspect will be simple, and then a voice will be active.
Right.
So, and then the next one would be present, continuous, active.
Present, continuous, active.
Yeah. Depends. We could do present, simple, passive if you want.
Well, whatever.
So we could do all that.
Whatever helps you.
We can do all the active first.
I'm not the one head first in a lonely hole.
I hear things in here, so I have to...
What do you hear?
If you listen, you might hear it too.
Okay, let's listen. What was that? Is there a stream? Dick? Are you there? Oh.
Sorry.
Are you okay?
I just passed out. I think the lack of oxygen.
Okay, give me your coordinates and I'll send help.
Okay.
Alright. What cave are you in?
I don't know.
Can you give me anything?
It's the one that leads straight to Eagle Point.
Okay.
It's normally no problem, but today, I don't know. I just got pinched.
You just got, so usually you go through this hole to visit your friend Mojo in Eagle Point, Oregon. And today you got pinched in the hole.
Do you have any needle nose pliers?
I do.
I just need a tug.
Okay. Can you wait about half an hour? I gotta finish up what I'm doing.
All right. Okay. I'll just keep going with my peaceful grammatical structure.
Name all the
exercises.
tenses of English grammatical structure. And then...
Oh, incomplete sentences.
Yeah. And I'll be
So
there
nice.
soon.
Thank you so
Okay.
much, Thursday. I love
Okay,
you
Dick.
So much.
I'll be there soon, I promise.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, don't breathe too hard.
If I'm passed out, just keep tugging.
Okay, I'll grab my needle nose pliers and I'll get to tugging once I get there.
Thank you.
Okay. Bye.
You hang up. I can't. Bye.
You can't reach your phone. Okay, I will hang up. Alright, bye, Dick. I'll be there soon.
Thank you, Thursday.
Okay, bye. Well, that was frightening. I hope Dick is okay. I'll head there with my I'll head to that lonely hole with my needle nose pliers. Hey, do you guys know about the Fresno Nightcrawler? Ooh, Ethel says I'll give Dick a tug. Well, Ethel, maybe we can meet up at the cave entrance. And, Dick needs a tug, right? Hopefully he is just chanting the tenses of English grammar to keep himself calm. Hey guys, the Fresno Nightcrawler. It's a cryptid. I don't know if you guys are aware of this one. It's one of my favorite ones. You know, it's Halloween. We want to talk about cryptids. We want to talk about caves. We want to talk about Dick. So, hey, check out this video. This is the video, the original video of the Fresno Nightcrawlers. It looks like a pair of pants. Oh man, I got no sound. Oh. Let's start that over. Here we go. Look at that pair of pants. Just walking.
Fresno's over 100 years old. It's going to have its stories. And one night, cameras happen to capture these figures, these creatures, as some people call them.
Yes.
They're now called the Fresno Nightcrawlers. These two figures, maybe 18 inches, 24 inches tall, just kind of strolling across the guy's lawn.
They're not very tall. They're about 2 feet tall.
Late at night. That was the only time he ever saw them. Maybe 6 years later, back in 2011, but some of these parts, somebody said they saw the same things. Those look a little bit different.
Now we're in Yosemite. Yeah, Ethel, I just want to finish the stream, and then I certainly will go help Dick. I'm sure he's fine. There are a lot of tenses.
Then the Fresno video, they're a little bit taller and their movements are a little bit different. From that, there's been all these pictures drawn of, there's a lot of them are these cute pictures. I even saw a plushie once. Somebody actually made a plushie and they were selling it, I believe, on Etsy. Story kind of grew out of this little video that was shot 10 years ago, or more than 10 years ago. I wrote about it 10 years ago. I think the video was maybe 15 years ago.
Wow.
It's grown from there.
So on Sunday, when Alyssa asked, what cryptid would we want to go on a date with? Maybe I should have said the pants, the Fresno Nightcrawler, because I'm an
ass man.
My brain is telling me this is one video. It was 10 years ago. Nothing's really been seen since then. If they were an actual creature, why would they only
mostly
see
ass.
And that was it. It's one of those weird stories.
It's weird.
From Fresno. I mean, it's an urban legend now, really.
Fresno's got a lot of weird stories. Isn't that weird? I got one more video that maybe talks about a little more information about the Fresno Nightcrawler. Let's go. This is scary. Viewer discretion is advised.
Oftentimes, security cameras are set up to capture thieves, criminals, and other people that are unwanted on the premises. But sometimes, these cameras can catch things that are a bit more uncanny.
Uncanny. A bit more.
Uncanny. Like a walking ass. Yeah. Hey, Dean. Hey, man, you see that walking across the field? That looks like an ass, just walking around. I want to kiss it. I want to kiss the supernatural ass.
In the November of 2007, a man by
I want to kiss a supernatural ass. And that's all there is to it. I got nothing else to say. I want to catch that supernatural ass walking across the field, and I want to give it a kiss.
the name of Jose was recently robbed, so he set up security cameras in order to stop unwanted thieves. But what he found was a bit more strange. Late in the night, Jose woke up to his dogs barking, only to see a pair of legs walking across his lawn. He decided to film his security recordings with a camera. What he saw was bizarre. The legs were supposedly...
What I saw on my camera that night... Hold on. Sorry. Second, I wasn't ready for this interview. What I saw that night on my camera that I had set up after being robbed was a walking ass. 2 walking asses even. And, I wanted to kiss them badly.
2 to 4 feet in height. They appeared to be covered by a white cloth of some sort and were walking right across Jose's property.
Wow.
Jose's footage and his property were investigated by Fact or Faked, a TV show that was on
Fact or Faked came to my property, and they told me that yes, indeed, there are supernatural asses walking around in my fields.
Sci-fi. On the show, they tested out various claims to see if this footage was legit. They tested out a puppet and child tests to see what was actually on the footage, and what they ended up concluding is that this footage...
Yes, I live on Skin Clapper Ranch. Thank you, Alyssa. I live on Skin Clapper Ranch, and we've got supernatural asses walking all over the place.
...was real. This, however, was not the only sighting of these mysterious creatures known as the Fresno Nightcrawlers. In March of 2011, in Yosemite National Park...
He just said
Yosemite National Park. Yosemite.
Security cameras caught very similar creatures, 2 of which were walking down a trail. Though these creatures were caught with modern technology, their origins may go back a little further.
Let's talk about
Native Americans in the area suggested that these creatures might in fact be from a swamp planet, which is why they have such long legs. They also are said to bring peace to Earth and bring
I gotta keep my ass above the swamp. That's why my legs are so long.
Humans closer to nature, though we're not sure of what these strange Fresno Nightcrawlers truly are. If you have any more suggestions, leave a comment below and make sure to subscribe. Because remember, for all things Halloween, this is Hauntformer.
Yes. Subscribe for all things Halloween. What's scarier than a big walking ass?
oftentimes,
Oh no,
security...
I restarted the video on accident. I live on a swamp planet, and my ass is 24 inches off of the ground. I went to Yosemite National Park to walk around and show my spooky ass. I went to Fresno to walk around people's driveways and show my spooky ass.
Yeah, I think Chopo talked about some goblin type stuff. So I got a little bit of a Kentucky goblin situation for you. Let's get spooky.
In August of 1955, my father and grandmother and some aunts and uncles had a great adventure one night.
In the summer of 1955, this historian was approaching his 15th birthday.
I like this guy.
And accordingly has a good memory of what happened that summer. It was a typical time growing up in Hoptown in the 1950s, typically hot in August. And so it was on that night, as I recall it, of about August 21st, 1955, that all hell-kaluk broke loose in Hopkinsville.
It's a fantastic little story. It has lasted all these years. I heard it from the main source, and that was my father, who in the story is Lucky Sutton, or Elmer Sutton.
I like blessed ass, and I cannot lie. You Fresno night crawlers can't deny.
Kelly in 1955 was very little difference from today. It had a grocery store then and a restaurant, a service station.
They had
a restaurant and a number of private residences. You see,
We're hearing some cool pronunciation today. I like it. I like Yosemite National Park and restaurant.
the little community of Kelly had grown up on the Chicago to Jacksonville line of the Louisville and Nashville Railroad, or as the hobos called it, the Long and the Nasty.
This is what our this is what we're gonna call this line, all right? This railroad line. Hey,
Hey, Dean, what do you think we should call this part of the railroad?
let's call it the Long and Nasty.
My dad
Was it
and
long?
his wife Vera
Was
had
it long
come
and
in.
nasty or hot and nasty?
Chicago
Let's
to
go back.
Jacksonville line of the Louisville and Nashville Railroad, or as the hobos called it, the Long and the Nasty.
The Long and the Nasty. Let me tell you guys a couple things. The Long and the Nasty. That's the night crawlers are long and nasty. And let me tell you a little thing about Dick Spargell. Dick's got the Long and the Nasty, and it's over at his OnlyFans. OnlyFans.com/Dick Spargell. Not one person has voted on Dick's poll. And that is not good. You don't have to pay. We found out you do not have to pay to vote. Dick Spargell has 4 options for you guys. And if one gets voted on and picked, I'm gonna get him to do a little bit on the stream. Alright? So, if you guys want to see the real Long and Nasty here, all you gotta do is make an OnlyFans account. Just go to Dick Spargell's page. Don't go anywhere else. And vote. And we will get Long and Nasty on the stream. Big time.
My dad and his wife Vera had come in. They had worked with the carnival for years. And Billy Ray, which was my dad's friend at the time, and his wife June, they were all together. They decided to come in for the weekend. He wanted to come home.
You guys want to see something long and nasty? Let me show you something long and nasty. Alright? Vote. I'm telling everybody, vote. Vote, vote. I know there's another thing that you could vote on right now, but I would say this, voting on Dick Spargel's OnlyFans is a little bit more important. Alright? Don't leave Dick out in the cold. Don't leave this long and nasty out in the cold, alright? Let's go back.
See his mom and, you know, his brothers and catch up and just see how things were going. And the night this occurred, they were all in the house, and there was 11 of them in the house.
As the light began to fade, Billy Ray stepped outside to draw water from the well. He saw something shaped like a saucer streak through the sky, trailing a rainbow of color behind it. It settled down in the woods behind the house. When Lucky Sutton came out to check on his friend's seemingly outrageous claim, the two men saw something emerge from the woods. Coming toward them was a glowing, 3-foot-tall silver being. Its arms were raised over its head, and it...
Look at this. Look at this. Oh yeah, Sarah brought up something very important. If you live in California, you're probably getting inundated with ads paid for by Lyft and Uber. I call it Uber. Vote no on 22, and that's all I'm gonna say, alright?
It was floating. Unnerved and frightened for their families, the two men ran indoors. At first, their families wouldn't believe them, until Lucky's mother, Glennie, saw it at the back door of the house.
Look at this. Look at this thing. Would you be, how would you feel if that thing just showed up from the back? Huh? Look at that thing.
Well, that was it. The fight was on, and so they started shooting, and they had a battle from the time it started till about 11:30 that night, until they finally got a clearing where they could run to Hopkinsville and get help. They had no phone, so that was the only thing they knew to do.
The men claimed that the creatures were protected from the bullets by some sort of armor.
This is the story of Dead Mouse, the DJ. This is the story of his birth.
By the time the night was over, you had police officers, you had reporters.
Wait a minute. Story of spaceship, comma, and 12 little men are probed today. I'd have to get Dick Spargel over here to explain to me the grammar of this, but I kind of feel like it reads to me that 12 little men were probed. Like the story of a spaceship, okay, that was probed, and, comma, 12 little men probed today. I don't know if that's, you know, I'm not a grammar head. Dick Spargel is probably reciting the tenses as we speak. Story of a spaceship, 12 little men probed today.
You had people from Fort Campbell all out there traipsing around land trying to figure out, you know, what happened that night, and they couldn't find anything. The only thing they could find was shotgun shells, of course, hoses, screens in the windows.
They couldn't find these little goblins.
But no bodies.
No bodies. This art is much better. Still looks like a little weird little goblin, but...
The police left. The occupants of the Sutton home were to be terrorized again by 3 silvery beings until dawn. And then a new invasion of Kelly took place.
By 7:30 the next morning, everybody in this community knew that a spaceship from Mars had landed in the outskirts of downtown metropolitan Kelly.
They were coming
I like that
everywhere.
guy.
Magazines were coming out. That night it happened, Kentucky New Era came out. They sent a reporter out then with cameras and everything. People were camping out in their yard waiting for him to come back. People were walking through their house and taking things as souvenirs, and it got really, really bad.
But over the decades, public sentiment began to change, and the Christian County community took pride in the story. There's an exhibit at the Pennyroyal Museum in Hopkinsville, and the town draws thousands of visitors every year to celebrate the story of the Kelly Green Men.
My grandmother was a church-going woman
she
that
wouldn't lie.
read her Bible, that prayed, that made sure the kids went to church. And her credibility along with all this was enough to make people believe.
She wouldn't lie.
Our police chief at the time was Russell Greenwell, a highly respected individual.
Russell Greenwell.
And his widow, Rachel, now deceased, told me this incident, that in the years of interviews that Chief Greenwell had on the subject of the Little Green Men, that Chief would say, I don't...
Exactly, Dead Paul. Little blue men are better than little green men. And you guys know why.
No. I don't know whether there's anything to it or not, but I know this. Every time I interviewed the grandmother, who was a witness, as the interview deepened, there would be a look of stark, horrendous fear come across her eyes that he said he could not explain.
Because of this, okay? There's a look of stark, horrendous
fear in her eyes. Because of this silvery little man.
Mind of that old lady, she saw something in the way of these little characters. Then she saw it.
Something did happen that night.
Something happened.
And that, just don't think it can happen to one little family out in the country. It can happen to anybody.
It could happen to you tonight.
There is...
Or, if you leave out a cup of urine for me on Halloween night, this could happen to you, but a little nicer. I'm nice.
Possibly things out here that we don't know, we can't explain.
There they are.
Might be you.
I'll believe this story. No, Jack, I know this is a legit story. The Kelly Hopkinsville goblin story. Well, my friends, you all know that I need to go help Dick Spargell. He's trapped in a cave. Let's get that visual one more time. Alright. Dick Spargell is head first into a lonely hole. He's trapped in a cave. But before I go, I wanted to address something. I wanted to address something that happened last week. Last week, I said a few things about Ashtar that I shouldn't have said.
I really shouldn't have said these things about Ashtar. I feel bad, and he blasted my internet connection. So I just wanted to use this time before I end the stream today. I know he's a good sport. I know he's, probably new. I'm just messing around. But I do just want to sing a bit of a song to Ashtar. I just want to apologize, okay? Here we go. Ashtar, I'm just so sorry, man. I really, I didn't mean what I said, Ashtar, okay? I never meant to cause you any sorrow. I'm sorry, Ashtar. I never meant to cause you any pain. Oh. I only wanted one time to see you laughing. Ashtar. Only want to see you laughing in the astral plane. Astral plane. Astral plane. Astral plane. Astral plane. I'm sorry, Ashtar. I hope you can hear this. Astral plane. Astral plane. I love you, man. I just feel so bad. I feel so bad. I only want to see you bathing in the astral plane. I never wanted to be your weekend lover. Come on. I feel so bad. Please don't blast my internet again, baby. I only wanted to be some kind of friend. Hey. I'm sorry, Ashtar. Baby, I could never steal you from another. Oh. I'm so sorry, man. Such a shame our friendship had to end. Astral plane, astral plane. I'm sorry. Astral plane, astral plane. Ashtar, I feel so bad, man. Astral plane, astral plane. Oh. I hope this apology is good enough. I only want to see you underneath the astral plane. Hey everybody, thanks for hanging out today. And thanks for hanging out every week. And I hope Ashtar forgives me. And, oh man. Thanks for hanging out. Let's do it again next week, huh? I'm gonna raid somebody on Twitch, okay? This is the first time I've ever done that. So I'm figuring out how to do that. You guys, I'll see you on the astral plane. And I hope I'll see Ashtar there too. Astral plane! Astral plane! You guys have a good Halloween. Stay safe, alright? Astral plane! Astral plane! Yeah. Astral plane, astral plane. Oh. Oh. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about? I only want to see you bathing in the astral plane. Oh. Hey guys, pray for Dick Spargell. Pray for Dick Spargell. Yeah. Alright, I'll see you guys next week. Bye-bye. Let's go. Oh, yeah.